out so far across the sea. There's a land that I have heard about so far across the sea. To have you on my dreamland would be like heaven to me. To have you on my dreamland would be like heaven to me. We'll live together on that dreamland and we'll have so much fun. We live together on that dreamland and we'll have so much fun. We'll get our breakfast from the trees. We'll get our honey
from the
bees. We'll take a ride on the waterfall. We'll count the stars in the sky.
and surely we'll never die. And surely
we'll never die.
and surely we'll never die. Oh yeah, I celebrate it. All of that woman. America. Give thanks and praise. Salute Honorable Marcia Griffiths. Salute. Yeah, man, I must say complete honor with respect and power out there. I first lady, a life partner. Like you, there is no other. Our moment lasts forever and ever and ever. Yeah, complete gratitude. Yeah, man. We say white Anglo-American colonization society transporting black, quote unquote, black American Indians to West Africa in 1821. Yeah, them can do the basic research and look up these things. We now make it up, you know. We say American Colonization Society, an American organization dedicated to transporting free-born blacks and emancipated slaves to Africa. They want to transport free-born blacks and emancipated slaves. So these are American Indians. Yeah, American people I'm talk about. What I call a Negro stock will look like I. So them are going to transport them to Africa. So when we say the transatlantic slave trade was told in reverse, we are bring the evidence according to the documents that is out there. It's their documents. One thing with these Romans, they keep meticulous records. Yeah, man. So we said the society was founded, which is the American Colonization Society. And you see the type of American that was there. This is what them look like. Majority of them, all of them. However, if you pay attention, right in the top center here, you'll find a dark figure. So, just like nature, in order to create a counterfeit, anything at all, you're going to need an original. And with that original, then you can create all kind of hybrid or counterfeit. So when I see this figure right here, which is the American Indian supposed to be, then we can see where the counterfeit. You saw there many. Yeah, man. Anyway, it says the society was founded in 1816 by Robert Finley, a Presbyterian minister, and some of the country's most influential men, including Francis Scott Key, Henry Clay, and Bushrod Washington, the nephew of George Washington, and the society's first president. Support for this society came from local and state branches and from churches, and the federal government provided some initial funding. So you see, it's a governmenting, federal governmenting, state governmenting, local governmenting, church governmental thing. So all of these either say agencies or departments of this very organization was in place to remove or usurp or displace the original people. Now it says the membership was overwhelmingly white or Aryan type or Anglo-Saxon Anglo type or Neanderthal type white, with some clergymen and abolitionists, but also a large number of slave owners. So you see, the American Colonization Society, you see what them consist of. And check out Congress and see what Congress consists of. Very same society. And all generally agreed with the prevailing view of the time that free blacks, you hear them style of people, could not be integrated into white Anglo-America. So them come here and decide say them are the American and decide say watch out, them are going to evict, no different from what is going on in Israel. Israel get the blueprint from these very same people, the British people. And these very same white Anglo-Aryan type, Neanderthal type Americans are the very same British people. That's why I say United Kingdom is all of these foreign people come together. So when they look fragmented, we can't be fooled. You have one and the same people, and them create hybrid people, which them go into the native areas and impregnate the woman them and create some light-skinned different kind of people. Don't take my word for it, man. That's do the basic research. You understand? We just present it, according to us from our point of view and our way, grassroots. So we're common people where, they are the base level, can get clarity in order to rise. So this is how we present our information. You do the basic research and qualify it or dismiss it. That's all it is. Now, the society's program focused on purchasing and freeing slaves, paying their passage and that of the free blacks to the west coast of Africa. So now I want to say why them all talk about West Africa. Because them plant the people them there. You understand? This is why when you say over the African continent, you notice West Africa always seem to be one of them sellout type of country there, where the Western powers so-called, which is the very same foreign Anglo people, them are the elite set where direct things and have all kind of puppets, minions, pawns, I do them bidding. So when these kind of foreign people impose themselves and impose them will upon other, original people, then this is what them do. Them step in and usurp. Them nobody want to be them foreign mess anymore. Them want to be you now. This is why for the new people them we just born the other day, when they talk about America, them only look upon the white face people, the foreign looking people, and think that those are American, and they can't see themselves as the American. Because the West Indies area is connected to the American hemisphere and the American continental plate. And remember, pay attention to what's going on even now. The West Indies area is the navel, is the center of everything, but they won't tell you that. From this West Indies area, this Awak chiefdom, we went out and create all different kind of, localities. And we are talk about when we was more dominant in Cuba, we spread out to the mainland. Haiti is the very same thing. We spread out to the mainland. Zamayaka, this island what them now call Jamaica, is the very same thing. We spread out all over. A lot of these mainland cities, you're going to find at the root or the creation of it, you're going to find, the Awak people, not Tainos. Because the name Taino derived from the Spanish, when the Spanish first came here and saw the Awak. And this is when they call that Hispaniola, which is Little Spain. Then they divide it to Castilla or Ha. Yata-I. Some call it Ha, Yata-I. But I'm call Haiti. And Dominican Republic. The Dominican Republic is the Spanish people, that those, foreign people will come, invade that area, and by way of miscegenation, and bringing them people and repopulate the area by breeding up the original people. So you say you have people looking like I over there, dark skin, but them not really like themselves nor the Haitian that's there, the original people, because they were conditioned a certain way. That's why we can say not all skin folk is kin folk. So when you check the root of what they call the Dominican Republic, it's all foreign people that invade that location. No different from Brazil, it's the very same thing. No different from Argentina, it's the very same thing. No different from Guyana, it's the very same thing with those East Indian, which are the Hindustani people. And the British, in order to create the confusion and the conflict, changed the name, dropped the H, and did not want to use sin, the S, so that does say Indian, when they are really, Hindus, Hindustani people. Don't take I word for it. Do no basic research. It's right there. So when them a tell us, boy, you have West African people was brought from West Africa to Jamaica and to the mainland America. No such thing. Nonsense. That's a bold-faced lie by these foreign colonizing oppressors and their flunkies. This is why we have to apply ourselves for ourselves. Yeah, man. So we go back and say the society's program focused on purchasing and freeing slaves, paying their passage and that of free blacks to the west coast of Africa and assisting them after their arrival there. In 1821, after a failed colonizing attempt the previous year, which was 1820, and protracted negotiation with local African chiefs of West Africa, the society acquired the Cape Mesurado area, subsequently the site of Monrovia, Liberia. So Monrovia, Liberia, over there in West Africa, are Americans. Are the very Americans that took from here to colonize over there. And this are just basic research. You can do more extensive research and you can find Paul Coffey, who was a wealthy African American because his daddy was African of some sort. And he brought over 40,000 American Indians to West Africa. Do the basic research out there. Now, them say some saw colonization as a humanitarian effort and a means of ending slavery, but many anti-slavery advocates came to oppose the American Colonization Society, believing that its true intent was to drain off the best of the free black population. This is the American Indian, what them call us. This is before all of these other Indian was created by the British, and preserve the institution of slavery. Reviled by extremists on both sides of the slavery debate and suffering from a shortage of money, the society, which is the American Colonization Society, declined after 1840. In 1847, Liberia, until then virtually an overseas branch of the American Colonization Society, declared its independence. Can you imagine? No different from the British. Foreign people came from over England side to this side here on the mainland American hemisphere. And then them are established themselves as if this place belonged to them. And then them say them want independence from Great Britain. This is all a fraudulent conduct, you know. The very same British people now don't want to be British and all kind of foreigner anymore. They want to be American now. And the Americans that they come and say are now some African that they brought here and can't prove it. This is why I say the mainland people have to wake the mess up and rise to this occasion. Yeah, this is how we have to come together and unite ourselves as American Indian, if that's what you choose, but the original people are the original American here, American Indians here. All these other foreign looking people can trace their point of origin somewhere else. And can that, you know, say, at least demonstrate when they came to this landmass. All kind of information is there. So if we choose to allow foreign people to give us their foreign narrative and their stories, then we will stay drifting lost at sea out here, talking all kind of rubbish. Yeah, man. So it has in 1847, Liberia until then virtual and overseas branch of the society declared its independence. Between 1821 and 1867, some 10,000 black Americans, along with several thousand Africans, where the Africans come from interdicted slave ship Interdicted slave ships. So whatever slave ship them run up in, them take the very same people and say them are African and bring them to West Africa. Garbage. Them are move it from island to island and even state to state by way of the coastlines. That's what them are do. So them say along with several thousand Africans, we don't know where them want to come from some interdicted slave ships were resettled by the group, by the society, the American Colonization Society, but its involvement with transport to Liberia ended after the American Civil War. So after the American Civil War, this is when them stopped transporting American so-called black people to West Africa. I bet them not give the story this way in the universities or none of these schools. They don't, you know. The society focused on education and missionary activity until the early 20th century. It was dissolved in 1964. You see this? 1964. This is when them get them civil rights. You understand? Who get them civil rights? The very same colonizing people, foreign people. To this day, these people have not declared themselves free or demand freedom in. They're always waiting for some political privileges. You know what I mean? But again, as we go forward, it's step by step, you know? Each one teach one. Yeah, man. But there is no such thing as no African being brought to this location. This location was a melanated area. This Western Hemisphere was a highly melanated, set apart people. Yeah, specifically the Awak Chief Dominion, what am I call West Indian area, or the West Indies, or the Caribbean. That's where you find the Awakan people, what am I call all different kind of names, because we are many different tribes. Yeah, all variation, but mainly looking such as I. Again, out the free people. The brave may fall, but never yield. We say bold and brave, firm and strong. Do the basic research. Do the basic research. Yeah, man. Our freedom come with a whole lot of responsibility. This is why we are saying remove ourselves from criminality. We detest it, man. At no time we gonna condone it. However, we don't need no foreigner with no whip over our back and dictate no terms and conditions without written contract. This is why I say remove yourself from criminality, man, and become responsible, man. So we can learn together, yeah, and rise with each other. That is it. That is it. Clap it up out the people. Marcia Griffith. Powerful, 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 powerful. Give it to us again, lady.
There's a land that I have heard about so far across the sea.
Out and no more.
There's a land that I have heard about so far across the sea.
to have you
on
my
my
dreamland.
dreamland would be like heaven to me. To have
Have
you
you on
on
my
my
dreamland
dreamland
would
would be
be like
like heaven
heaven
to
to
me.
me.
We live together on that dreamland, and we'll have so much fun. We live together on that dreamland, and we'll have so much fun. We'll get our breakfast from the trees. We'll get our honey from the bees. We take a ride on the waterfall. We'll count the stars
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
sky,
and
and
surely
surely
we'll
we'll
never
never
die.
die.
And
And
surely
surely we'll
never
never
die.
die.
And
And
surely
surely
we'll
we'll
never
never
die.
die. Oh, what a
Out there,
time that
out
will
there,
be. Oh,
yes,
just
lady,
to wait
yeah,
and see. And surely
freedom out there,
we'll
people,
never die.
freedom in here,
And
freedom in,
surely
freedom, that is it, freedom.